I got money games 1, 2, and 3. And then I am done with the Ren, at least for now. Um, let's see if I can knock all of these runs out real quick. Keep myself together. You immediately thought of me as well, yeah.
Strange time we're living in, war can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theories, strive, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 a storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
After seeing everything with the whole Cujo and everything, I kind of feel like this could have been a good one for him and Cujo.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate, when they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth, that's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you demonstrate
like
yourselves in
right
a
as the
second.
president.
Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome. And also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game.
Yeah, that sounds like right attacking the U.S. And honestly, I don't see anything wrong here. Huh.
This old money game. This old money game.
doing, Ren? Well, what an ending to that one. All right, so on to
This
Money
war
Game
between
2.
Israel and Iran isn't just
I
prophecy.
don't know what to
It's
even
the
think about
spark.
that ending.
And if you live in any of these...
All right.
Money is a game, and the ladder we climb will turn a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on the seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells because there's loads on the sand. Step one, you must create a sense of scarcity. These shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island, stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step two, you gotta make the people think that they want them. Really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson with influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, you're just a fucking waste man. Free, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be your new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4, expand, expand, expand. Clear forests, make land, fresh blood on hand. 5, why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6, guns, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rocks, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7, press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8, big smile mate, big wave, that's great. The truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9, polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10, the world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, a cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Oh, rain, 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 rain. The storm, it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies are poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame. To point the mirror at ourselves. And we're all part of this old money game. Woo, 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 woo. This old money game.
I feel like that would have been good to listen to before my economics class, just because of how it started. And again, it's right back to about the corruption in the U.S., which there's a lot of. All right, so this is the last run.
tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed up, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
All of this because you just kept trying to get more and more money. Try and please daddy.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
Curious, what is your solution?
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
The way I took that is trying to put money first over people will destroy everybody. And so many people do that. And I know personally, Roof Rat and I, we don't want our kids to be all about money and material. We want them to learn to be good to other people, to help when they can. Last year, at like Thanksgiving time, I found out that there was a family living in a hotel not far from us. They had no way of being able to cook themselves Thanksgiving dinner. All they had was a microwave. And I literally boxed up a whole bunch of food and I took it to them and made sure that their baby had food to eat. Asked them if they needed any diapers or formula or anything. We didn't have the money to get it, but I would find a way because they needed help. We should all be helping each other, not being just, we need more for ourselves. And like Leah in my chat, me and her, we have communicated and we ended up doing a delivery order of groceries to a mom who had no money for food and her kids were trying to get food to eat. We didn't know if it was somebody scamming us or not. It wasn't about the money for us. It was about helping. And we are going to continue to do that. And we are going to continue to teach our kids that it's not about the money. It's not about the material items. And that last part, you know, the last part of that Money Game song, Jimmy's dad just kept telling him, you know, you need to do more. You need to get more. And in the end, he was miserable. You could have all the money in the world. You could have all the material items in the world. Where's the love? Where's the friendships? Didn't say he even had a wife or kids or anything. He had a mansion full of stuff that was just crumbling around him. It wasn't going to go anywhere with him after he passed. So I think that that's actually probably the perfect way to end this stream. Money and material items are not what's important. The way we act and treat others and the relationships we build, that is what needs to be known and what needs to be taken care of. That is what determines if our life is a good life or not. So I hope anyone who's watching this will take that to heart. If you got money to subscribe to people that you view, that's money that helps them, yes. But even just sitting and chit-chatting in the chat, that helps them too. Maybe not helping them with their bills and stuff, but it helps them mentally and emotionally. There are so many different ways you can help somebody. And that's all that should really matter. And with that, I am ending my stream for now. I will be back later. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. See ya.